Hey guys, welcome back to another video here at Justin's Fish Room. So today, if you know by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be aquascaping my Apistogramma Cacatuoides Orange Flash pair breeding tank. So let's get started. So before we get into the nitty gritty, I just wanted to show you an example of my community tank. So as you can see, it's quite heavily planted. It's got rocks, driftwood, and all sorts of things. And yeah, this is extremely beneficial for fish because even with my Apistogramma Cacatuoides and my rams, they just really appreciate a planted tank. It keeps their water clean and it keeps them really healthy. So I can't stress a planted tank enough. Okay, so as unfortunate as it looks, this tank is quite murky at the moment. And it's just because I've gone through and rattled up all of the substrate trying to get all of the muck out, and I've got most of it out. This is just residual, basically residual nutrients in the water. So you can kind of see the Apistogramma male there. The female's pretty much completely camouflaged. There's no hope in finding her in here. But yeah, we're just gonna start with our rocks first, then our driftwood, and then go into our plants. Alrighty, so I'm gonna put the rocks in first, and because I don't have a cameraman or a helper or anything, what I'll do is I'll just let you see what I'm doing here, and then I'll take the camera and then show you exactly what I've done close up. So yeah, I guess I'll start with the rocks then. Alrighty, so we've put the rocks in and I'm quite happy with the way this is all laid out. Yeah, and now for the wood. Okay, so this is a piece of bogwood that I just found here on my property. So it's a nice root looking piece, and what I'm going to do is just sit that in the back and hopefully it stays, which it does. Okay, so we've got a cool root piece there. Looks really natural, really cool. And yeah, so now that that's in, I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these artificial caves in. So the idea is just to give the Apistogramma pair as many places to choose where they want to spawn. So I'll just put this in. And then just kind of buried in the sand a bit so it looks a bit more natural. So that's our base, that's our starter. And now of course we go to plants. Okay, so the plants that I'm using are just Cambomba, Velisneria spiralis, I think they call it baby's tears, Java moss and Java fern. And that's pretty much it. Because basically, I just want plants that are really low maintenance and really easy to grow. I'm planning to just turn this whole tank into like a underwater jungle, just so that they can breed. So I'll put the plants in now, and you can watch that, and then I'll show you what the result is. Okay, so here's the final product. The only difference here is that I've put in this terracotta pot. It's just halved. Just so that they can lay eggs in that. And you can see, there's my female Apistogramma Cacatuoides. She's loving it. And the male's in his cave. You can just see his head poking out there. So yeah, they're just loving this. And it looks good, I'm happy with it. All these plants are gonna soon multiply and start to thicken out quite a bit, so quite happy with that. Just trying to get a good shot of the female. What's weird is the female's out. Usually the male's the one that comes out all the time, so that's always a good sign. But yeah, Alrighty guys, so there you have it. A pretty short video, but everything you really need to know for how to plant a Dwarf Cichlid breeding tank. The goal of the aquascaping process is just to make it as jungly as possible. Just the more plants you put in there, the better in the long run, because Java moss and all sorts of plants harbor really beneficial microorganisms that can actually serve as food for the fry when they hatch. So that's always good. Increases oxygen and decreases ammonia spikes and all sorts of things like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you want to, and leave a comment in the comments section if you have any questions. Cheers guys, thanks again.